Hello, fellow unicorns. So, immediately after I woke up, I was telling God that everything just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And right after I said that, I looked at my phone to see what time it was. And I received a text message from the Trump administration telling me that liberals ruin everything, even straws. And okay, so I guess straws are now an object of contention for the liberals, and they're trying to ban them because they're plastic, and plastic is evil. If they're gonna ban plastic straws, are they gonna ban like everything else made out of plastic too? I just wanted to show you guys something before I left the house. Look at this shit. Hold on one second. Okay, these are paper. These are actually paper straws though. So it is possible. These are plastic, obviously. Now, I don't want you to think that I was freaking out about that. I just naturally wanted to buy those straws because I like straws a lot. Beverages taste better through a straw, damn it. They do. But it is possible to switch to plastic, or switch from plastic to paper. So I don't know why they're freaking out. I don't know why they're freaking out one way or the other. It's stupid, but welcome to the world, y'all. Just absolutely fucking ridiculous. But yeah, so I am actually leaving the house. At least I say so. This is what I hate about leaving the house. Every time that I leave the house, I don't know if you guys experience this, where you're just like, I need this. I need this. Oh my god, I forgot that. Oh. You know, this is how I react every single time. It will never not be this way for me. Don't feel sorry for me. I'm fine. You're not fine. No, I am fine. I am totally fucking fine. Ooh. Ooh. Sorry, I forgot that I had sliced almonds and I got excited about it. Hold on one second. Okay, so I made some pot butter last night. Look at it. Look at it. That's what it's supposed to look like. Beautiful! That is beautiful. Oh my god. Actually, you're supposed to... I actually read this last night, so I'm really glad that I'm doing this. If you use sorry, I'm trying to get in there. That's what he said. Every time they have sex with me. I'm very small, so I have a teeny tiny vagina. Imagine that. Don't get any ideas. Don't get any ideas what you're gonna do with my teeny tiny vagina. You're not gonna do anything. So, they say that the water needs to be removed pretty quickly or the product won't be as good. Or like bacteria will grow or some shit. That's what I read. Almost like my finger. Oh, fuck. Okay. So yeah, this is what it's supposed to look like, you guys. This awesomeness right here. See, I don't even know that about the water. Learn something new every day, right? Oh, shit. Okay. See, I said I was going to leave at 4:32. I always have goals for myself, and I rarely meet those goals. At least when it comes to time. I do with other things, but time is like my Achilles heel. I cannot for the life of me get it down, and I think that that's why in the alternate universe that I live in, my timing is unfucking believable. Okay, you have way too much shit in your hands. Jesus Christ, put the spinach down. Put the spinach down. Okay, let's see, how are we gonna do this? Okay, put your keys on your belt loop. There you go. There you go. Putting the keys on the belt loop. All right. Now, get your spinach, put it under your arm. There you go. There you go. Okay, now take this camera, put it right here. Take this coffee, put it right here. All right, fuck. How we do this, how we do this, how we do this, how we do this. You might need to put the coffee down. Put the coffee down, put the coffee down, and then open the door a little bit. You can do it, you can do it, you can do it. Look at this. Opening the door. All right, just a little bit. Just cracking it open just a little bit. Okay, now I'm gonna get my coffee. Turn on the light. Mainly because it's like the afternoon, and whenever I come home, I want to be able to see. Not that I can't turn a light on. I'm just keeping the light on so that people think that somebody's in the house, so they don't come and steal all my VHS tapes, because that's really all I have to offer. I mean, I guess they could steal that laptop, but it's kind of like rendered useless now because of all the stickers that I put on it. See, that's a smart tactic. Whenever you have something of value, just fuck it up so that nobody will want it. Is that good?
You need to put a lot of that tape on there. Because that's the problem, is that it slides off.
I actually have scissors in my car now. Okay. So I don't think my manager's gonna fire me.
Well, also, you're technically not on the schedule till 9 o'clock. She crossed you off and put you in it at 5.
Yeah, you know that manager I was telling you about that I was like worried she's gonna send me home for being late? I was like 10 minutes late, by the way. Only 10 minutes, so it's not that bad, right? Be proud of me, Vortex, please.
I need validation!
Okay, so,
Stuff smells so bad. It's because it's like fucking rubber.
okay, I think I sealed it on pretty good so that it won't move. It always ends up slipping and sliding like a dick inside of me.
You just want them to get this idea of you.
I'm a comic, though. I'm supposed to be dirty and nasty and grody and gross, and I'm Amy Gross. Like, that's so gross. Shit. Hold on, y'all. Let's get my CBD out. So there's this chick. She's sitting out in a chair, watching her kids. She just on her fucking phone. It's not that I don't understand that, oh, there's so many things you can do on these phones. I mean, yeah, that's true. Lots of shit you can do on phone. Wow, I'm so impressed. I'm worried about all the shit. Oh shit, I just ran over the curb. Nothing will ever improve my driving. I'm just worried about all the shit you're not doing because you have that phone. That's something I've noticed, like, is that people aren't doing stuff because they have that phone. So rather than show me all the really cool things, all the features, all the amenities, it's like I can see that there's an upside to it. I just don't think that the upsides outweigh the downsides, that's all. You're not going to convince me otherwise. I mean, take a look around you. Like, is this what you want to see? Like, everywhere you go? Is that a sight worthy of capturing? You know, like, if you think about, like pictures that people take, you know, to capture something cool or something interesting. You know, people don't take pictures of other people on their phones. I think you should start doing that. Like, yeah, this is so interesting, isn't it? This is American life now. I'm sure this is life, like, everywhere. Oh my god. Oh my god. You guys, there is, like, a giant, like, yard sale or something going on, and I'm missing it because I have to go to fucking work. But here's the thing, I just remembered that I have this other bill that I have to pay. You know, I told you guys about my air conditioner and how I thought that it was like poison or something like that because I'm stupid. This is how paranoid I am. So I had to stop smoking pot because, like, my paranoia will extend itself in all possible directions. But yeah, so I thought there was something wrong with my air conditioner, so I had it checked out for like $90. Some guy spent 5 minutes in my house and checked out my air conditioner. But the thing is that's $90 for peace of mind, you know? But, you know, the reason I let things go so long is because, like, I just know that, like, yeah, people will rip you the fuck off. Like, the unfortunate thing, one of the downsides to living in a capitalist country is that shit like that happens, you know? People will rip you the fuck off because they can. They know that you need a service, and they will charge you extra for that service. How about we make the fucking air conditioning companies a little bit more accountable, you know? Why are we only talking about doctors? Why don't we talk about everybody else? Anyway, $90 fucking for them to tell me, yeah, nothing's wrong with your machine. Nothing's wrong with your machine. You're just a crazy person. I already knew that. You can tell just, like, walking into my house that I'm a crazy person. The guy that did my internet said that. Because, like, when I admitted that I was, like, mentally ill, not that it's, like, much of an admission, but I tell everybody that I'm mentally ill. That's how you know that somebody's a quiet, borderline personality, by the way. If they're constantly talking about everything that's wrong with them, they're a quiet, borderline personality. Because quiet borderlines never shut up about all the things that they think are wrong with them because they're constantly trying to improve themselves. This is one of our more positive qualities, even though it's annoying. The fact that we actually give enough of a fuck to, you know, want to do something positive about not only our negative attributes, but, you know, just anything and everything. It's funny because we're naturally really dark and sick and twisted, but, you know, we just have a way better way of approaching it than I think a lot of people do.
a lot of people that are really dark, you know, it's either because they're in cluster B and they're just, you know, they might be sociopathic, so beware of that. You know, so if you meet somebody that is really, really dark and they say really fucked up shit, they're either a sociopath or quite borderline. But once you talk to them about empathy, if it's very obvious that they have empathy, then they're not, you know, a typical cluster B personality, because cluster B personalities don't have very much empathy, if any at all. So I'm about to take my seatbelt off. Don't worry, you guys. I'm not gonna disappoint you, Vortex. Yay! That person has a Dolly Parton license plate. I'm sure they're a Republican. That's so weird. I think I've mentioned this before. I used to get so mad whenever I'd see the W bumper sticker. And it's like, I don't like the Bushes any more than I liked them back in 2000. It was 2000 when George W. Bush was first elected. Well, yeah, because he was part of the whole 9/11 circus. I'm not downplaying 9/11, by the way. 9/11 was horrible. It's a horrible tragedy. It's horrible that our government allowed that to happen. 2,000-3,000 people that either burned alive or had to jump to their death. Yeah, that's stupid that anybody would be mad that you're looking further into it. It's like, yeah, I kind of want to know why that happened. I don't want to just go along with whatever the media is saying. The media is totally full of shit. It like doesn't matter what they're talking about. They're totally full of shit. So that's why I find this straw bullshit. It's just funny. It's so funny. But yeah, they already have paper straws. So I don't know. Are they just trying to ban plastic altogether? You know, another thing you can do, and this would be helpful to the environment, is that if you have a plastic straw, you can save it. Now, I know that sounds unsanitary, but as long as you wash the motherfucker out, like immediately after you use it with hot water, that should be fine. So you can save your plastic straws, and that would be good for you. So you still have a plastic straw in a time of desperation, and it helps the environment as well. So that straw will not be caught in an animal's nose or an animal's ear or an animal's eyeball, you know, in the ocean. So, I mean, that's absolutely terrible that we accumulate so much fucking trash that there is no other place for it than our fucking oceans. That's absolutely disgusting. So if you think that, oh, I don't give a fuck about the environment because I'm a conservative, you're so full of shit. Just go kill yourself. That'll help the environment. Oh my god! Oh my god! You guys didn't just witness that. I don't know if y'all heard that, but okay, so I was bitching about the environment just now. And as I was bitching, this motherfucking truck in front of me, a bunch of shit comes flying off their fucking car. Oh my god, that's so fucking shitty. That's so fucking shitty. Oh god, you fucking disgust me. You fucking piece of shit. I'm getting in front of you. I'm getting in front of you with my fucking anti-government sign. That's so shitty. They had a bunch of shit. I guess this is what happens. This is why you see a bunch of random shit on the internet, is because it flies off of somebody's truck bed. But yeah, so a bunch of shit just flew off of their vehicle and is now polluting the highway as we speak. And that should piss you off. Piss me off, obviously. Like right when I was talking about that. Timing, baby. It's just, that makes me mad because that's careless. it's like that guy didn't strap that stuff to the back of his truck bed, and because of that, he just fucking littered all over the goddamn highway. Anyway. See, I don't do that shit. I don't do that shit because, well, not only that, because I have abandonment and shit. So I'll be like, oh my god, I would strap all of my luggage in like a child. That's what I would do if I had a bunch of shit in a truck bed. You just don't even know the amount of security that would be involved, because I'm a very protective person. And I not only want to protect my stuff, but I understand this like, you know, wanting to protect planet Earth and shit like that. I get it. I get it. It's why I do whatever I possibly can. So yeah, wash out your plastic straws if you still have them. It's not that hard. It's not that hard to be environmentally conscious. You don't have to give money to the government. That's not the only option. How lazy is that shit, by the way? To only like give money to the government, that you think that's like the only thing that you can do. And if you're not in favor of that, then, you know, you're just a fucking piece of shit, you know? No ifs, ands, or buts. So how are we on time? 21 minutes? You're good, you're good. So I don't know if you guys have had this happen to you, where sometimes when you eat a banana, you feel nauseous. No, but seriously, like sometimes, and it's not the banana, it's 4:53. It's mainly because the banana is like mushy, so it has this weird texture. I'm really weird about textures, and if a banana has an ever so slightly mushy texture, it's just so gross to me. And it's like I'm eating vomit or something. That's why I can't eat mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes, it's like fucking vomit in your mouth. Like, that is so disgusting. I have never understood why people eat mashed potatoes. Every single time that I've tried, because yeah, I have conservative parents that they would try to force me to eat food that I didn't want, and so a lot of that food ended up in my napkin. But it's really hard to put mashed potatoes in your napkin for obvious reasons. No, I think that's wrong. I think it's wrong to like force your kids to like eat food that they don't want to eat. Like, you should encourage them to try food that they've never tried, but you shouldn't force them to eat food that they don't want to eat. That's wrong. That's very like anti-libertarian, you know? I'm all about choice. And there are so many different foods to choose from. Oh, I know kids can be rather picky. I was definitely a picky motherfucker. I still am. I'm complaining about this banana. I'm still trying to eat it in spite of myself. Because it's here, and I know I need the protein, and I know I need something in my belly. So yeah, I was up till like 10 o'clock in the morning. Making can butter. It sucks because like I didn't get that much sleep. But oh, somebody's on the side of the road. God, please take care of them. Please help them. Unless they're a child molester, fuck them. My sentiment immediately changes if you have to be a child molester. Then it's like, I hope you get run over by another vehicle. Okay, there's a difference between being a pedophile and a child molester, by the way. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for this, but well, the thing is, like, I have this friend of mine. Well, I had a friend of mine, and I'm absolutely convinced that he was like a pedophile because, like, I met him in a 12-step program that you guys might have heard me reference a number of times, and he told me that he was in the 12-step program for like another issue that he had, but he didn't talk about it. And he killed himself. And his suicide note, he was talking about like how lonely he was. He like couldn't take the loneliness anymore, and everybody in AA was mad about it, which is hilarious, considering the fact that like people in AA are supposed to, like, you know, let God handle everything. So the fact that they were like allowing their emotions get the best of them, all because they didn't understand his line of action. I mean, I think the suicide is probably the most misunderstood line of action. But honestly, like, if you're a pedophile, like, I completely get it. And not because I just think you're automatically a piece of shit because you have thoughts and ideas that you can't control. I mean, I don't have, you know, ideas about, you know, children, but I have other ideas that I wish I could get out of my head. You know, so it's like, I get it. I get the, you know, just how lonely that would be, especially when everybody in society hates you. And, you know, if you're a child molester, like yeah, you're a fucking piece of shit. Like, when you cross that line, I don't care, like, what your fucking excuse is. You're a fucking garbage person. And you deserve the worst possible treatment ever. But that's the thing. Like, I think that a lot of pedophiles, like, don't ever become child molesters because they know that it's evil. And they know that it's sick and twisted. And they would give anything to develop, like, a normal sexual appetite, but they're not wired that way, man. So I don't know if God brought them into this world to teach us, and I don't know what he's trying to teach us, because I don't understand why people are in favor of the death penalty. Like, the same people that think that murder's wrong are in favor of the death penalty, but at the same time, like, I mean, personally, I don't know, like, what the solution is for, like, a lot of these issues. Like, there was a motherfucker, like, one of the reasons why I stopped cannabis was because I read about this dude, obviously in cluster B, who, scalped his girlfriend, or his fiance, or whatever. He drained her blood for like 6 to 8 hours. And this was like, this happened in Hollywood like a few years ago. The dude was a graphic novelist, and his art was insanely good. But he, like, depicted what he was gonna do, like, in his art. And I think it took the jury, like, less than an hour to convict this motherfucker, because they saw the pictures and there were people that felt like they were gonna pass out. There were people that threw up. It was so bad. And, like, just when I read about this, like, I couldn't unread this story, and, like, that was the last pot cookie I ever ate. On Ann Coulter's Twitter page, with a link to this article about this guy that committed this horrible, atrocious act after he'd been smoking pot, like, his entire life. Like, that was all they found in his system. Now, granted, because he lived in California and they've been spraying all these pesticides on the weed, it wouldn't surprise me if the pesticides had some sort of adverse effect, and if he was already in cluster B, And he seemed to be very aware of like how sick he was too, because he depicted it in his art. And one of the questions that he asked himself was, you know, can you remove evil? Can that evil part of you be destroyed? Which, it was interesting that he was aware of how fucking twisted he was, and yet he still committed this horrible act. Was lack of empathy. Obviously. Jesus Christ. It's like I said, I read stories, you can't unread them. And I'm still eating my fucking banana, which is pretty gross, you know? Peace be with you, child, who endured the imaginable, the unimaginable. The thing is, she had just given birth to their child. Like, she had his daughter just a few weeks prior to this happening. They found a lot of cases where people commit really horrible acts of violence and the only drug in their system is pot. So it may or may not be the pesticides, I don't know. But if people that are in cluster B that aren't aware of how crazy, I mean, this guy was aware of how crazy he was and he still fucking did that shit. So, you know, I just figured I wouldn't take any chances. I don't think I'm gonna like drain anybody's blood, but you know, you never know. I don't think I would do something like that. I have way too much empathy to even think about doing something like that. But it's just really, really fucked up. Really, really fucked up. And I thank the Lord that I'm not that fucked up in the head. So thank you, God. I'm gonna go to work. Try to finish this orange juice. Peace be with you in the vortex. And also with you. See you later.